You can still save the elves.
And there. The Danish.
Destroy the magical crystal keeping the cage locked.
They must not catch Danish.
The cruelty is nothing new. What has happened to the vaunted brilliant mind of Algernon the Mighty? The blight has left you blunt, slow, a monster, not a mastermind. You used to be a challenging opponent.
You saw me as an opponent. To me, you were an irritation, a fly buzzing ceaselessly.
I must speak to you in this tongue. It seems Elven is beyond your grasp.
As much as freedom is beyond yours.
What? You talking to? Sorry, go ahead. Very loud.
Once the blight is free, it will rule this world, and you will be its attack dog. You will burn this world at its command, as Andrul did at yours. You will leave only ruin behind you.
This world is
Blizzard.
Ruined already.
Wait, do you want to know how much MSQ you have? Sure.
Destroyed.
Be vague though, like don't tell me details, just
You
fine.
could heal it. You have the strength to repair the damage without using the blight.
Save your gaze for the mortal's dread wolf. The blight is my blade, and it will take more than your tricks to get me to lay it down.
You saved us.
Not an upgrade.
Time to get out of here.
I can guide you to one of my old hideouts. You can use it to make your escape. The wards still in place there will shield you all from Elganon's sight.
Solus, thank you.
Man, it's weird that that dragon hasn't moved a muscle, because the god guy obviously knows we're there. He's yelling at his whole army to chase us, but the dragon hasn't moved a muscle. You'd think he would have commanded it to go squish us.
Let's go! Run! Run!
Especially since Solus has his attention. He even physically sees us, and he doesn't order the dragon to move a muscle.
It's tough being a Venatori. It was their duty to secure the sacrifices. It was their duty to ensure the ritual went perfectly. But despite all their efforts, Elgernon was disappointed. The cult would do anything to please their gods. The cult would give anything to atone. Anything. It really is tough being a Venatori.
Yeah, the dragon's hungry. Into the mouth you go. Okay. I'll do anything.
We'd lost all hope, and then...
And then you swooped in out of nowhere to save us.
He would have...
Swooping is bad.
killed us to feed his dragon.
Indeed. Masaranas, Lethalin.
It was a team effort.
It often is. Some fights can't be won alone. Celebrate the victories as they come. They're rare enough.
And tomorrow?
Why is swooping bad? It's a line from Dragon Age Origins. Morgan said something like, "Oh, you think I'm just going to swoop in like an evil witch?" And what's his name was like, "Yeah, swooping is bad."
We'll have to deal with another archdemon.
Alistair, that's right.
And
Alistair.
it will regain
Future
the
King.
strength. Elgernon sacrificed his own Venator
I almost said Cullen. Wrong Templar.
to it. A punishment for their failures. The Venatori who escaped scurried back to Deventer. The Veil Jumpers will fight our own battles against the gods, Any help you can offer would be appreciated.
Hold on. I gotta see what I say. Dragon Age swooping is bad. Can I find?
What say you? Scavenger or intruder?
Intruder. And just how are these your wilds?
Because I know them as only one who owns them could. Can you claim the same? I have watched your progress for some time. Where do they go, I wondered. Why are they here? And now you disturb ashes none have touched for so long. Why is that?
Don't answer her. She looks chastened, and that means others may be nearby.
Oh, you fear barbarians will swoop down upon you.
Yes, swooping is bad.
That's it. That's it. Swooping is bad.
Might be a good time to see what Solus thinks of all this.
Talk to Solus. Wow, an entire drum solo for that level up.
The Dalish prisoners escaped safely?
We got them away free and clear.
Good.
I do not know how you have found your dealings with the Dalish.
Whatever my frustrations with them, it was a privilege to be able to help our people again. Thank you for allowing me to help. Chance to infuriate Elganon was a reminder of simpler times.
He's like, ah, the good old days.
Last time I got his attention, he got angry enough to come after us with the Blighted Dragons. Hopefully this baits him into a mistake we can use against him.
Every act of resistance is a thorn in his side. He will break soon. When we first met, I saw you only as a foolishly confident child who disrupted my plans. You were an irritant. I gave you information to oppose Elganon out of necessity, but I expected you to be nothing more than a tool. Seeing you with your team, I was wrong.
Yup.
Yeah, you were.
A mistake I shall endeavor not to repeat.
Your team trusts you, and you listen to them. It is impressive and enviable. It took me centuries to build such a bond.
What makes Rogue special in this game? So, if you've played Dragon Age before, you know Varric. Varric is leading a team, and you're kind of like his second in command. And he likes you because you can get stuff done, and you're kind of unpredictable. Varric gets wounded, and then asks you to lead the team. But in the lore, you've been working under Varric for about a year when Varric got wounded at the beginning of this game.
During my rebellion, and when I served the Inquisition, I try to avoid entanglements.
What about the Inquisitor? Does he not count as a friend?
He was useful. But there were others I grew fond of despite myself when I was with the Inquisition.
Like Varric?
Cole, a spirit of compassion.
Oh yeah, Cole.
I helped adapt to our new world. He was the only one who knew who I really was. I miss him a great deal. Josephine, the Inquisition's ambassador, was a bastion of kindness and decency in a world that looked down on elves and apostates. Even Cassandra Pendergast of the Order of the Seekers. She was what a believer should be. Faithful, practical, committed to serving, not ruling. I suppose I did bond with the Inquisition after all, as you have with your team.
Thank you for sharing that. So what comes next? What are the gods going to do?
Elganon and Gillenane are preparing the dagger they will use for their ritual to pierce the veil. Elganon's power is tied to light and darkness. He will need to perform a ritual during the next eclipse.
That gives us some time to prepare.
It is likely to be your last chance to do so. You must be ready for whatever comes. For this world and for the team that trusts you. I know that you will do everything in your power not to fail them.
I hate when my employer takes a 12-inch dagger to the chest and suddenly I have more responsibility. Oh my god,
so now
Mondays, am I
Elganon's
right?
recovered his own archdemon. And the gods only need an eclipse to complete their dagger.
We saved the Dalish, though. That's important.
But now Elgernon's immortal, so long as his archdemon lives.
And we all know how hard those things are to kill.
We killed Razikale, didn't we?
After losing hundreds of wardens. And it took a centuries-old trap to do it. We don't have either of those. Not anymore.
We still do not have an explanation for why Davrin didn't die when he stabbed the dragon to put it down. So we don't... I mean, we only... Like, we know... We're pretty sure that Archdemon died because Gillinon was complaining, they killed my dragon. But we still don't know how it's dead if it didn't kill the nearby Grey Warden.
Just when you think the tide's in your favor, it turns right back.
The odds on this were never good. But we've already beaten them once. We have a job to finish. And 2 gods to kill. We don't get to wallow and whine. Because no one else is taking this fight.
Nice speech, Rook. But it's hard to complete a contract if you don't know where the target is.
We found the gods before.
Not without help, we didn't.
So we get help again. We've got allies everywhere now.
Ideas?
I can think of a few options, but I'm open to suggestions.
Wardens have run dry. Nothing new is moving in the deep roads.
And the Veil Jumpers couldn't find any trace of Elgranon or his archdemon.
The crows may have something. The Antam are moving large quantities of supplies out of the city. Weapons, armor, gatlock. And food. About half are remaining provisions. Enough to feed the Antam navy.
Given the timing, it seems unlikely to be a coincidence.
Wherever those supplies are headed, that's likely where we'll find the gods. Any more details from the crows, Lucanus?
They said the Antam have long work ahead. We have time. Also, Biago would like a meeting. At your earliest convenience. From him, that means important, but not yet urgent.
Finding the gods is our first priority. Following those supplies is our best chance.
Not to complicate things, but the Inquisitor also wants to meet Rook.
The Inquisitor?
Right. With everything he's been doing in the south, we owe him an update.
I'll let him know.
Keep your weapons ready. We don't know when the gods will show themselves again. Be prepared for anything. Next time the gods appear, let's make sure it's the last.
Open the journal to meet with the crows or the Inquisitor. Well, I have to pick the Inquisition. Let's see. Meet with the Inquisitor. Track. Okay, Docktown. Any requirements? Alright, let's just get my usual 2. Man, they still haven't cleaned this room up? Maybe we should ask Davrin if he had a fun night with the Goth Bog Witch right before the Weishaupt fight. The Goth Bog Witch? Hold on, is it faster to use the fast travel system or walk? Looks like I can fast travel most of the way there.
I can't believe how many people they executed.
Why don't you...
Meet with the Inquisitor. Now again, I did not spend a lot of time designing the Inquisitor's appearance in this game, so like I got the gender and the race,
These
but
meetings can't be good for business.
beyond that, I didn't do much to make it look like my character from the last game.
Inquisitor. It isn't just Inquisitor, is it? You were someone before that.
Clan Llewellyn. We try to be no one you've heard of. Morrigan is holding a perimeter. We're alone. Tell me what Solus did at Elganon's ritual.
Sounds like you already know.
I need to hear it from you.
We were up against an archdemon and he reached out to help. Seemingly.
You're not sure about his motives?
Could be genuine. Could be self-interest. It'd have been screwed too if we didn't make it.
He's never clear, but he's always thinking about where it ends. How many of his names do you know? God of Lies, Dreadwolf, Fen'Harel? They're titles he earned from enemies, followers, and fractured history. I called him by another name for a time. Comrade, if not friend.
You went your separate ways when he turned to ending the world?
There was some unfortunate overlap. I will never excuse what he's done. He's killed people I held dear. You know this too.
But?
He became those names when he fought gods. And regret for his world turned into destroying ours. Sound familiar?
What is this face? I'm sorry. I just something about this. I'm freaking losing it right now. What is this face? He's giving him the eyes. Yeah.
You're making us sound like Solus. That's uncomfortable.
We're not like our enemy. They're making us do this.
Simple as one of Varric's morals. Don't become what you hate.
Or trapped by what we've lost. Also one of his. Tell me about the team you've built.
Are they a concern, or...?
You're handling things. This part, what you have now. I just miss the banter about friends.
And then they just stare at each other. I think it was supposed to imply that they were then just chatting. Just didn't really show it. Return to Treviso via the crossroads. Yeah, they moved to the just chatting section. That's right.
You let the Antam do whatever they want. They used comic on civilians. On your own people.
And how precisely would you have suggested I stop them?
Call on the crows? Ask for our help?
So you can murder a few Antam here and there, giving them an excuse to retaliate against even more citizens? I long for the day crows learn to think more than 2 steps ahead.
I can't believe you're defending them.
I am not defending anyone, Jacobus.
You're letting them be a part of this? My cousin died because the governor didn't stop the Antam from...
Jacobus.
No. I'm not going to stand around and listen to this. I'll see you later.
Well, now that unpleasantness is dealt with, about your mysterious informant.
Whoever they are, they know the Antam and Treviso.
Your message made it sound like this informant also knows where the gods are staging their ritual.
Treviso does not need this troublemaker. This should be left to proper officials.
It very much concerns Rook. We have a contact who offers access to the Butcher and privileged information on the gods.
A chance to find your gods and to free the city. A prize for both our causes.
The contact. They aren't a crow. Can we trust them?
It isn't a crow, but they know the city and the Antam.
How do you know it's for real?
They gave us patrol patterns. Dreadnought arrivals. Their information is real.
And you didn't share this with me?
The bookkeepers can bookkeep when the meeting is done.
When and where do we meet?
They'll be in the market.
And they asked for me. Not you or Viago.
You helped this city, and you're helping all of Thedas. You've earned respect.
We just don't know from whom.
Okay.
I'll talk with this mystery contact.
And the rest of us will hope not to get caught in your crossfire again.
We fight for everyone. And the chance to strike at the gods and the Antam? It's worth the risk. Good luck, Rook. See what this mysterious informant can give us. The meeting is in the market, Rook.
They implied you can't miss them.
Try not to damage anything.
Okay, I was going to see if I could fast travel there. Actually, wait, maybe that was an elevation difference. Hang on a second. No, okay. I guess I'll just follow the, ping.
An unknown contact? Doesn't this feel like a trap?
The fighting gods with the crows. I'm curious who we're trying to trust us. If our informant actually knows where Elganon and Gillenane are performing their next ritual, it's worth the risk.
Guy's got very strong knees. We just hopped off a roof and just landed on our feet and kept walking. Very strong knees.
The Antam make the mark. I'm glad the market's still open during occupation. It probably helps to feel that some things are still the same.
Feels crowded like a city always does.
Okay. Iago and Taya said our informant is somewhere in the market. Let's find them. I just hope their supposed information about the god's location is actually...
I'm curious to know whose soul is killed this close to the Inquisitor. Yeah, maybe it was just like during the years they were chasing soul loss, some members of the Inquisition were killed.
I presume.
The Butcher.
There's no need for that. Treviso is the trap, not this meeting. Please.
What? Hold on a sec.
So tense. I promise.
Hang on. Hang on. So stupid. What? Oh my god.
I'll signal when it's time to fight.
Strange way to ambush someone.
Dude, he looks like if Zuckerberg was a Kunari.
I don't have to ambush anyone. You think I couldn't just march on the crows? Scattered Antam flock to me. I have the soldiers to raise your casino and every inch of this city.
But I'll bet there's no profit in actually winning.
There's money being made by the occupation, but not by me. I said Treviso was the trap, and I meant it. The Jewel of Antiva. She sings even while caged. Such purity in every stone. It's trapped my heart. I love this city.
You have a strange way of showing your affection.
I conquered it. I didn't betray it. Not like the cattle born here. You know there are traitors here. They ransom their own city. Literal gods stalk the land, but these filth worship their own purses. But
That's a line.
You're different. You and the crows stay true to your roles. It means something when you die, and even more when you kill. You're as much a work of art as this city. And you want a secret from me.
You knew I was coming. Cut to the chase and tell me where the gods want their ritual.
The gods, they give strength. But all they ask in return is everything. I can feel their corruption. I can hear their whispers. They're calling for a ritual. If I give in, I'll know where you need to go. But I will lose my jewel. My city! So... you live in a casino. Let us make a game of this. I will become what the gods want. Welcome their whispers. Meet me and show me if the crows deserve my city.
Contact, and he's putting himself all to the plate. No! Finish him off. We need to go after the butcher. The butcher wants us to prove we're worthy of saving Treviso. That's what's happening.
By giving in to the gods' corruption?
Huh? Yeah, what? What's his endgame? Okay, so he gives into the corruption, then he becomes a pawn of the gods, and he knows where they want him to go, and then he tells us to beat it out of him. But instead of it sounding like some big sacrifice or he's something, he's just like Jigsaw. He's like, let's play a game. Did I miss the part of that where it makes sense? If you did, I did too.
Everyone's acting like normal. Like the butcher hasn't gone nuts.
Maybe it's safer to pretend he's fine.
Safer to keep your head down, I guess.
I wait among the drowned. I see what you need. Prove you deserve it.
Hear the shift in his voice? He's changing.
I see. My Treviso. Will not abandon you to the traitors who gave you to me.
Oh, shit, yeah, let me just give some money to that guy.
There's the butcher. He's a Reaver and fighting his own Anton.
That thing's a monster. How could it tell us anything about the gods?
We have to hope he's still in there.
After we open this treasure chest. Wait, what? The map makes it look like I can cross the water there.
Be ready.
I see you, Rook. I see the ritual.
I know your greatest weakness, and it's that I'm playing this game on journalist mode.
So beautiful, but not like Treviso. I see Tearstone Island. The ritual. Tearstone Island.
He's gone. And he named the ritual site. Tearstone Island.
Butcher didn't lie. If that's worth anything.
Yeah, he's a prince among men. At least he gave us what we came for, though.
Yes, truly the Butcher was a paragon of honor and virtue, and we are all devastated to see him go.
Eventually.
And now you have a location for your final pointless confrontation. The gods are at Tearstone Island. Isn't that what you wanted? A chance to die a hero's death? So go. Leave Treviso to those who deserve it.
Is there anything else you'd like to tell us, Governor?
Oh, please, just say what you're thinking.
You sold Treviso out to the Antam.
I did what was best for Treviso. Who else would have done what was necessary? That troop of fools in the casino? They would have provoked the Antam to slaughter, the kind they carried out in every other Antivan city they crossed. I gave them the crows, so they would not take the rest of the city. I gave them an inch, so they would not take a mile.
The Antam took their mile, and anything else they damned well pleased. And they'll keep doing it. Because you'll keep letting them. You didn't prevent a slaughter, you just postponed it.
If you hadn't killed the butcher!
Someone else would have. He decided he wasn't their pawn anymore. The gods would have killed him. And then you would be ruled by someone much, much worse.
You should have been a politician, Rook. Instead of, well, whatever it is you are besides an annoyance. But this city is mine. We need a real leader. You know who else wants a leader? The Antam. And if someone plays the role they want, they are very accepting. They also understand that bringing order to Treviso requires the purging of disruptive elements that cause nothing but chaos. So go to Tearstone Island. Have your little showdown with the gods, fight your pointless battle, and leave the city to me.
Okay. I mean, I guess we could just shoot him later. I'm back from watching ads and he's still talking.
Every decision they made shows it.
The other officials, of course, know nothing.
Of course. I'm surprised they even remember the governor's name.
I take it you heard? The butcher's dead.
And in his place is the traitor we knew was lurking. And the Antam fell in line?
Eventually is apparently playing the role they want.
The governor has given them a clear purpose. They were more cunning than I thought.
If only we'd figured out it was Eventually before all this started.
I wish the same. But regret does neither of us good.
We knew someone had delivered Treviso to the butcher. You brought us their name.
The hand that leashed Treviso. The butcher was the mouth, but the hand was Eventually all along. They think they have the power in the Antam, and a network doing their will.
But we have the face of our enemy.
Eventually will be hiding, so we will hound their Antam and make them desperate.
When the governors show themselves again, we end this.
Who cares?
We'll stop Eventually.
The gods. Did you learn where they will be?
Tearstone Island. Eventually confirmed it before they left.
We know the time to face Elgarnon and Gillenane approaches, but it will not take us long to find Eventually.
You have been our ally through all this. It would be an honor to have your help.
I can't
against the
help it, I'm
governor
sorry.
again.
We'll let you know when we'll make our move. And after that, Treviso will be free.
I'm just waiting for the cutscenes to end and I'm gonna save the game, chat. Pointless screen. Nope.
There's an interesting letter there, Rook.
Alright. Okay. I am going to save it here. And we will pick it back up from this moment next time.